Descend, faithful. We do.
This lake of blood again. It's even bigger up close. An offering from Moonrise Towers.
The moment comes. The absolute moves.
Do what must be done.
Design, but death.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Take you.
Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design. We will take the city, every soul made true.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Beastly lairs I had to poke my nose into. An illicit colony is still by far the worst.
Maybe it's me, but you sound almost nostalgic.
These symbols are nonsense to me. So why can I read them?
Descend, assemble. Liberate!
Well met.
Lashes. Balthazar let one of his walking carcasses lapse from his control. Let's ferry them back. Wait! By the Bone Lord. It's you! I thought I'd never see you again. I wanted to keep you for myself, but they shipped you away. You talk! And you are aware. How is that possible? Oh, but what an arresting voice you have. You're not supposed to be here, Special One. That's not right. But I don't want to damage you. You were my very first, after all. I learned everything about the parasites from you. I remember finding you close to death. Beaten black and blue on the floor of this sanctum. It must have been a few hours after the tadpole was placed in your skull. How you got here was a total mystery. But I stitched you up just enough to keep you alive, then placed you within your crib. I kept you as mine, until you were needed by our superiors. We had such a close bond. I opened you up endlessly with my scalpels, and got lost in your insides. The most important work, the nature of which I only heard whispers. Truthfully, I'm not surprised to see you found your way back here all by yourself. I always knew you were clever. It has never been the same with another. All the other victims who come here just meekly obey. You thrashed. You fought. You were indomitable. But as special as you are, you shouldn't be swanning around here, acting as if free will is yours again. We're going to kill you, sweet one. But I promise I will stay with you afterwards. Lashes, bring this one back to my table. And prepare my knives for a long night of experiments.
You will take death. We grant it.
I'm ready.
is my time.
Et alibi. Infibio.
Et Ali!
Not even the want your carcass once I'm done with you. Team.
Need to stay focused.
Forever dauntless.
Infibio. Inveniam liam. By your command.
Can't even catch my breath.
What's the plan?
Battle favors the fearless.
Infibio.
no holding back.
Survival is all that matters.
What should I do?
On the victor's path. Watch and learn.
Your choice, not mine.
Let's end this. Let me help you.
Battle favors the fearless.
Always comes to this.
She is but the hack doctor who half pieced you together after whatever caused your head to get in this mess. Someone else must have attacked you in the midst of whatever you were doing down here. This necromancer was a grunt in the scheme of the horrors enacted against you. That attacker is the source. In the heart of all these membranes, there was a dagger awaiting you all along. But from who?
Hi.
The moment comes. The absolute moves.
Let's get on with it.
Take you. Take you. Take you.
Not design, but death.
All is ash and meat.
Descend. Obey.
A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place? fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place? All right, what now?
Descend, assemble.
Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around in the halls in the ocean?
It senses something, doesn't it? I'll keep my guard up.
Mindflayers and civilians, side by side.
Oh, the pod
This
is
must be
empty.
where they infect
Traces
and
of
transform
psychic
those they
energy
kidnap.
still linger about it, and memories of its former inhabitants releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions. You see the streets, all the remains of the pod inhabitants, the emblem of the flaming fist, martial drills and courtly dances, amusement. You remember the shattered windows of Alterel's high cathedral. You feel the courage of a soldier, the horror came to be a fleeting and the intelligence of a commander who became a duke. In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf-alike huddle behind the
Brine
shields
pools,
of your paladin order,
but empty of
waiting
tadpoles.
for salvation.
Unusual.
But when it comes,
Harvesting all the larvae
this
indicates they
unit
are
of
getting ready
returned
for
city
something big.
casts your people out. The devils who dragged them down to hell. In the end, pod has a different air to its chitinous cavern. Dust and dirt are gathered on the inside. It's broken beyond repair, seemingly by a blunt impact, as if whoever was inside threw themselves against it in an effort to break out. Your brain hurls an image towards you, your own head, blood gushing down in front of your eyes. Banging your fists on a chamber until half your fingers were broken. How long inside? Days? Months? Lifetimes? The parasite was inserted into your head and your body crammed into a pod long before you were moved to the nautiloid. A laughing woman, taunting you. She betrayed you. Who was she?
That pod.
Mizora, you're Zariel's asset.
My dumb little stinker. Took you long enough. Now, by Grazit's cock, get me out of this thing!
I'll do it, and you'll set me free. That was the deal.
Yeah. So, get to it already.
The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority. The symbol's meaning comes into focus. Annihilate. You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
You did all right, Wyll. I'd give your belly a good rub, but never could stand the smell.
You're free, Mizora. I held up my end. Now you hold up yours. Sever the pact.
Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the soul bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months? Gods damn you!
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Another one? Well, after jumping through all those hoops, a little treat wouldn't hurt. All that power. And to think you want to throw it away. Now, you've got business in the towers to take care of. Don't you fret. I'll find you soon enough. You're going to need me. Count on it. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Zariel's asset was none other than Mizora herself. Of course. Tricks on top of tricks on top of tricks. But I've only got 6 months before I'm made a free man. Thanks be to the Triad. No, scratch that. Thanks be to you. First, we kill Ketheric Thorm. Then, I'll tell you everything you want to know. What else is on your mind?
You'd think I'd have more sympathy for someone trapped in a pod, but perhaps we should have left Mizora where we found her. You wanted something?
I had no wish to lose Wyll. But my, it would have been nice to flush her into the colony's flesh pit.
A parasite. Take it. It might be useful.
No more tadpoles in here. Wonder what happened to them.
Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design. We will take the city. Every soulmate. Descend. Obey. Assemble.
Courage, conviction, defiance. Even as her organs
device does
began
not
to
react to your
dissolve, she
presence.
believed she could resist. You remember the shattered windows of Alteral's High Cathedral?
Delirium.
The burning
Mania.
black sky of Avernus
Laughter.
beyond. His mind broke before the end, and he was
In its
laughing
horror,
at the
and
blood. Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mindflayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Eliminate. victor's path.
Dunno. I think we have given offense.
I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you.
Zevlor.
Watching gods. The Blade of Frontiers. Wyll? What happened?
I paid the price of angering the wrong devil.
And shouldered the cost to spare someone else a worse fate, I'd wager. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived. You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it. Until I realized what I'd done. Perhaps I fought. I don't recall. Either way, I was deemed unworthy of becoming a true soul. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends. But I know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. Ketheric is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him how wrong he is. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place. Only if you can trust it won't be buried in your back. The Absolute swayed me once before. Blade of Frontier. Finish what you came here to do.